Hello and good morning or afternoon to you guys. As usual, I am attempting to get to YouTube to get to my own live so I can look at it the way that you are seeing it. And of course, my computer's being slow because I want it to be fast. Almost there. All right, and here we are. Looks like for the minute it's just me, so
it's not showing up on the chart.
if I'm in there, it's going to take a minute before it comes up. It always takes a few minutes. I'm hissing at you, Curly. Okay, so I suppose we should keep it in the same sort of color range. I'm grabbing my paints and stuff, guys. I am. Where's that pink? I think I'm using pink today. We'll try and stick with the same colors for the cover that we've been using. And I probably could use a little purple. Okay, so grabbing some paint. Hi, Curly. And Bima's here. How are you guys this morning? I just barely got the covers mocked up. There's still a little dry or wet in the middle. So we're just going to add a bunch more wet stuff to that. So those are going to be my covers. And they should be the same, roughly the same size as my journal pages because I made the cover out of 2 of the Great Big Book pages. So, yeah. And these are just slightly bit bigger because there was a little bit of overlap when I crammed the 2 pages together to make a 4 thick. So it should be twice as thick as the journal pages, but the core is still wet, of course, because I just finished it. Trying to figure out a drying rack. Some people use their floor and just put it all on, they put some paper down on the floor and do that. I've seen some people string a clothesline in there and hang them up. You want something to, have you tried one of those, those fold-up racks that you have for drying your clothes that you can get for things that you can't dry in your dryer? I've seen people use those, and those do fold up, and you can put them, like in between your washer and dryer or in between 2 bookcases. In the past, I've used my ironing board with some boards on it to do stuff like that. Which is temporary and can be folded up, and the boards can be stacked away. Get off! He's ringing that drawer. Those are just the things that I can think of off the top of my head. So I don't know. Maybe when more people come in, ask again and see if anybody else has additional suggestions that might work out. So we know with the journaling by 5's, hold on, the dog would like to go outside. There you go. Of course, dogs and children, the minute you're in the middle of something, they need to go out right now.
Exactly.
Okay, so where was I? Oh, journaling by 5's. Some of you have been long. I'm just going to go through this in case somebody's watching back and has no idea what I'm talking about. Hi, Teresa. Good morning or afternoon, whatever it is for you. The concept of journaling by 5's is 5, 10, 15, 20, 5 sessions. And you can break them up. The originator, Shannon Green, recommends doing it all in a day or in 1 week. So the 5 is the 5 sessions. 10 is 10 prompts, 2 per session. 15 minutes is what you get per session, and that gives you 45 seconds per page. Don't mess around. There's 20 pages total for the art journal, and obviously we're not doing 20 pages today. So I'm going to lessen the time from 15 minutes to 5 minutes. I have both sides of the journal cover. Obviously, I'm going to collage both of them. I think on the front I'm going to do a full collage, and on the back I'm going to try and choose maybe 1 or 2 things to put on it and maybe a quote. I may not get fully through with the back today, but I do want to get the fronts done. And I just picked the flatter side as the front because the core is not dry. We'll see how warpy this might get when I add all the paints and stuff. I'm going to try and go through all 5 steps today, with the possible exception of the doodling, just because the core is wet, and I don't know that I want to put any. I don't know if I want to attempt to use the paint markers on that. Session 1 is paint or ink for the background. Session 2 is collage or recycled materials for texture. Session 3 is pattern, which is stamps or stencils. Session 4 is words or images. And session 5 is pencil or a pen or a marker for details. So that may be a step we don't get to. Yes, hello, lurkers out there. I know there are only a few people with us this morning. I see that there are a couple of other lives going on. So I know I'm competing with a couple of big names, which is all well and good. This is fun live, and I know sometimes people do watch it back. I will try and keep it to around an hour today, since we're only doing the covers. I will do my best to speed you through this and get you on with your day. So I thought I tried to choose colors that we've used before. I managed to miss the blue. Let me grab the blue. And there goes my glasses. I think it might be this. Here's a soft blue. We'll go with this one. Okay. How are you this morning, Teresa? I hope you're having a good morning or afternoon. I know for some of you it's already after 12 o'clock. So I am going to do just 5 minutes per session. So I'll need to get on here and change up my timer. Get over to timer and move that down to 5 minutes instead of 15. I may regret the only 5 minutes when I get to the collage part, but and I did have an envelope left over of the stuff from no, I have a basket. That's what I have. Got a basket of goodies for step 2. Let me get that ready to go here so there's not any confusion. Well, I'm doing okay, and I think Bima's doing okay. And I think Curly said she's doing okay. I'll do the rest of that. Okay, so I've got, where's the other washi tape? Okay, so I've got my basket for step 2. I've got my paints for step 1. I've got some stencils over there for step 3. And I've got a pile of images right back here for step 4. And there are some words in this box up here. So we should be doing okay. So the theme of the day is okay. All right. Oh, and I'm throwing bits of napkin everywhere. All right, let me roll up let me just take this jacket off. I foresee this going very wrong if I leave the jacket on. My jacket will become mixed media. Okay. So we'll get off and running. Move the glue out of the way. Got the credit card thingy. I'm gonna start my timer here. So let's see if I can get it where you can see it. Okay, and here we go. I'm pressing start and off we go. Okay. So, I don't know what to start with. I meant to grab a red too. All right, let's just go with a little bit of, I don't know why I'm putting it over there. It should be over here. I've lost my mind, people. Don't do mixed media for a week, and what happens? You just go bananas. All right, we'll start with this blue. Put a little yellow on that. My bit of wisdom is that the theme of today is okay.
No, long sleeves.
Oh. Don't wear long sleeves while you're doing mixed media. At least not long like sleeves that are loose. And hey, look at that. I got pretty good coverage. I feel pretty good about that.
That's an interesting pattern.
All right. So, let's try a little green with this one. Everybody's quiet today. Are you guys not awake yet? Or I know Curly's probably at the evil 4-letter word. She's probably working. That's what we have to do sometimes. Well, let's see what happens if we put purple on there. I think this might be bad, but just in case you were wondering, I didn't learn color theory, so we're just going to see what happens. Oh, I like the green and the purple together. Hi, Kim. How are you this morning or afternoon, as the case may be for you? And you know what I've done? I am not on live chat, on my own chat. Let's fix that. Oh, my goodness. You probably should teach me color theory. Curly was in here last time going, that'll make brown. Don't do that. So that's how we didn't wind up with brown last time, because Curly was in the room. Okay. So I suppose we're just going to live dangerously today. We're going to flip that over and see what happens. We'll, of course, have to do some drying because glue is next. And I don't think we want to glue on wet paint. That could be ugly. But we'll go with some purple and some yellow. I think that might be a good color combo. You're tired? I think that's the theme of this house today. We were all up kind of late last night. I think everybody's a little frazzled and not quite all there. At least I know I'm not quite all there. All right. There's some green mixed in, but hey, what are you going to do? All right. Okay, so we'll go back to what's on the other side of this? That's the blue and the yellow. Throw a little black on this side. Maybe, if it wants to go. This side is a little more bubbly and wrinkly than the other one. It's got more buckling because the core is not all the way dry yet. So we're doing some fun effects on that. I like that. We'll go with that. Oh, 5 minutes is up. That goes fast. Let me turn that timer off. Let's dismiss that. So I think you guys know the drill. I am going to mute my mic briefly and dry these up because both sides of this are wet. We'll keep some of that here for the third step. Push it to the back because the next step is gluing stuff down. Got my Mod Podge and a brush. Throwing the paints everywhere. And real quick, let me throw on my apron before I wind up with paint on my boobs. You were lurking last night? That's okay. You're allowed to lurk. We like our lurkers. Everybody's got stuff they need to do. It is okay to lurk. As long as you had fun while you were watching and you got stuff done, that's what's important. All right, so I am going to mute you briefly while I get these dried up. Hold on, please. Hi, Nikki. Sorry, I had to turn the volume off. I was drying the paint from round 1 for these covers. I really kind of like the way this one turned out, so maybe I'll make that the front cover and have that be the inside of the front cover. And this one will be on the back because it's having its issues. So, nope, just me. I try to mute when I'm drying because, you know, the microphone is really close to where I dry it, and that would be super loud for you guys. How are you doing this afternoon or evening? Is it what time of day is it for you, Nikki? It's 11, almost 11:30 here. So it must be afternoon or early evening for you. All right. So part 2 is the basket of goodies for collaging. We'll get out the 7:30, so it's evening for you. It's really wet right there on the edge. All right, well, there's a few of you in here, a few lurkers, so we're happy. Welcome to all the lurkers out there who don't like to be in the box. I understand. I was a lurker myself for a long time everywhere. I thought I would take some of this time. I'm going to start. Oh, you know what? Before I start the step, I should probably start the timer. So again, we're taking 5 minutes per round because we're just doing the 4 sides of the 2 covers. So I don't think it's fair to give myself 15 minutes to work on covers. The time, I'm still working out to a little more time per side, but it is the cover, so I did want to give myself a little extra time than 45 seconds, but not just unlimited time. So here we are. We're going to start the timer again. And here we go. Away we go. Set that aside, and a gluing we will go. So I wanted to take some of this time today to address an issue that's come up recently. You know, I moved here, and I think most of you probably know the circumstances. And I started dyeing paper again. I was very fortunate to be provided a space and the time and the freedom in someone else's house to, oh, thank you, Bima. If you guys are feeling like it, please do thumbs up. But I'm just going to work on 2 sides at a time, I think. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time because I'm also blabbing my mouth. But I think you all also know that this is a smoking household. And I never really thought about it because most of the work is done out in the garage. And I have been recently bringing in the papers into the living room because it's a little bit colder out there to iron them in the kitchen kind of crafty area. But both Bima and Mike smoke. And, you know, I never really thought about it, but your paper is porous. It does absorb smells. And I had some people contact me. Hi, Shazzy. I haven't seen you in a while. I saw your comment on my Facebook yesterday or today. I think it was yesterday. Thank you so much for your comment. So, yeah, this is a smoking household. And some people had contacted me and said, very politely that they did smell smoke on the paper. So I wanted to let everybody know, if they didn't already, or if they hadn't thought about it the way I hadn't thought about it, that it is possible. The paper's not stored in the main area of the house and is not dyed in the main area of the house, but I have been doing some of the processing. So if you order paper from me, or you have recently, it may have some smoke smell on it. Having been told this, you missed me live. That's sweet. But having been told this, I felt really bad because, all right, I'm going to pause the timer. I'm going to need to dry this before I flip it over and glue anything else on it. So pausing, I've got 2.5 minutes left, which seems about right for what I'm doing. But while it's paused, I'll try and finish up this thought. So if you have bought from me or you were thinking about buying from me, I did want to let you guys know that some of the paper may have a little bit of a smoke smell to it. We're taking efforts here to change that. Anything that might have been exposed, I'm going to put it in a plastic box with some dryer sheets to try and help that out just in case. I won't be processing any more paper at all inside the house. I've got a space that's not in the main part of the house to finish up doing the ironing and the putting the bands on them and doing the photographs. So this should not be an issue going forward, but I do want to be clear with everybody, be transparent, be honest. I do live in a smoking household, and I knew that when I came. So, oh, thank you, Teresa. You're a smoker too, so you might not have noticed. You're good with it, Jazzy. Thank you. But I know some people are really sensitive and some people do have an allergy. So I just want to put that out there. So it'll be here, and I'll probably make a separate video about it too. Just so that, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm misleading them or I'm not telling them something about how the paper is processed. Hopefully changing the way I'm processing it will eliminate the problem altogether. I have somebody who's willing to test it out for me. And so I'm going to do a test run with some that's processed all outside of the main portion of the house, and we'll see how that goes. So if anybody has any questions or concerns about this, if you are not a smoker, she did put some in the dryer last night. We tested it. We have a non-smoker who's coming by today who's going to test it out for us and make sure that it worked. But I've been told that dryer sheets will help even if you just put it in a container.
Janie's done it.
Janie has done it before, and she said it works too. That's on BEMA's authority. So, but just so that you know, and I will let you know the results of the test with the paper that I'm going through right now that I am going to send to somebody as a test. If you do have any questions or concerns, I'm putting in my email address. Or you can contact me on Facebook, of course. So I'm going to mute the volume for a minute here. I'm going to dry these up so I can start the timer and flip them over. Thank you for this intermission. I will be right back. What?
Sassy's one.
Okay. Oops, I don't think I muted myself. Oopsie. Sorry if you were subjected to to the dryer. Hi, Sassy. How are you this morning? Great to have you in. Hi, was Kayla in there before? Hi, Kat. If I already said hello, I'm a little frazzled this morning. I was up a little late last night. So we're going to flip this over and do the other side of the covers with the step 2, which is the collaging bits, the background, the texture. Here we go. I am resuming the timer. And away we go. I have about 2.5 minutes to get a little bit more glued down on here. I definitely have a tendency to glue stuff down in the same places on every page. I don't know why. I must favor that as my idea of background. So, let's see if we can come up with something else. Here we go. Got a bit of paper for here. Oh, Els is got headphones on, so she's not really talking this morning. She's on the side working on some of her editing for her videos while she's modding. So you'll forgive her for being less vocal today. She's just got a bit of work to do. We all do sometimes, right? Can't always do the fun things. Sometimes we got to do the worky things.
Hi guys, sorry I'm not talking, but I'm editing and I'm talking in the background and dealing with some other issues. But I love you guys and we appreciate you being here.
You know, that's that evil 4-letter word. Sometimes we got to work.
Yep, sometimes I have to work.
Now here we'll put some fishies on this because there were fishies all in the other one.
Cat's off today.
Ah, she doesn't have the evil 4-letter word today. All right. So I have like 15 seconds to spare on that one. And bite your tongue, I'm off today. Well, some of us doesn't necessarily mean you, Miss Cat. There goes the alarm. So thankfully we are done with that step. So it's reset for 5 minutes for the next round. So give me just a second. I got to rinse off this brush and make some water in the sink because I forgot to get a tub for step 3. All right, so now there is just enough water to soak these stencils when I'm done. You working on a baby book? Oh, that's fun. It does. I know when you have a job that it does feel like you're there all the time, doesn't it? January and February are the busiest months for you, I bet. So, well, thank you for being here. If you're super busy, I'm glad you could join us this morning. I'm going over to mute real quick. I'm actually going to mute this time. So I'll give you a minute just to get these dried off so that we don't have sticky while we're trying to stencil. Be right back. Okay, so if somebody came to the door, it was probably a good thing that the volume was off because the dogs always go a little bananas when somebody comes to the door, as dogs do. So let's see. Oh, Curly. Well, I'm glad I'm helping you stay sane. You're basically a mental mess until March, but what really is new? Oh, Curly. We're glad we can be here and that we all can support each other. Oh, everybody's trying to get in their end of the year file and data input. You're probably working your tush off. And I'm over here mucking around in paint. Okay, so I'm going to start on this one because this one has a little spot of, oh no, that's not, I thought it was glue. I'm over here trying to dry it. It's just paint. I'm smoking the crack in the corner. Okay, I think I'm going to start with this one. We'll get rid of the basket of goodies. We'll bring back the timer. And just to be extra, extra safe, we will flip over the palette thingy, the drop sheet, so that, see if I can, right here like that. And we'll start with this one. Put that one up there. The back of that one is the squishy side. Okay, so step 3 is stems. I'm trying to make one word out of stamps and stencils. Stencils. I've made a new word. Alrighty. So we've got our usual suspects over here. All of my favorite thingies. We've got some black paint, some white paint, and even some pink paint. I've got, what did I do with the spongy thing? Uh-oh, I've misplaced the spongy thing. Maybe that's what fell on the floor. Hold on, I dropped something on the floor a little while ago. Maybe it was the spongy thing. Let's see if I can find it. No spongy thing, but I did find some bubble wrap. How fun is that? Okay, this is going to be a problem if I can't find the spongy thing. Maybe it's under some stuff over here. Hold on, I'm sorry. I am just a disorganized hot mess today.
Mike is sort of interested in offense.
Ooh, oh, that's big, Curly. I like it. And you've got 5 tiers. That should hold at least 4 pieces of paper on each thing. Nice one. Are you going to film while you're jelly printing? All right, well, I guess we'll use a foam brush. I can't find I picked up the sponge and I can't find it.
Yours?
Yep.
Was it
That little wedge
one
of
or
the yellow? No, just the regular spongy one. I don't know where it went. I think it'll be really great. It looks wide enough to hold at least 3 or 4 pieces of paper, which is a bonus. And I understand jelly prints actually dry pretty fast. So once you get them past this tacky stage, you can loosely stack them together and just keep right on jelly printing.
Here, Harry probably stole it.
Oh, thank you. He might have. He was over here. He's over there. He's sitting right there. He could be sitting on it right now.
He stole my socks last night.
Both of them?
Yeah, I took them off, put them by the bed, and I woke up this morning, they were both gone, and he comes in the bathroom, and he's like, hi, Mommy. And I was like, you're a sock thief. Next thing I know, I walk out the bedroom, they were both sitting there. He pulled them both out. You know what he did.
Oh, that cat. All right, so we're going to put the timer on. I've got my paints. I flipped the palette over. I'm pushing this stuff as far out of the way as I can. Probably should move that. We don't really need the credit card anymore. That's over and done with. All right, so we're going to start the 5-minute timer. And away we go. 5 minutes for some stenciling. I was looking for the sponge and I found some bubble wrap, so that was a bonus. Let's go black. Oh, and ginger one. Hold on, the dog wants back in. And the cat. Cat, you gotta move, Harry. Come on. All your cookies out. Go on. Not towards the door, away from the door, silly. Go on. Nope, keep going. That's not working for me. You can't just stop right by the door and be like, I'll just sit here and be on. There you go. All right, dog is in the house and happy. In case anybody's wondering, I am the official door opener for the dog because I sit by the door and apparently I'm a well-trained human. Okay. Let's do a little bit up here. I think this is another one where we're going to have to stop part of the way through and dry it to flip it over and do the other half. Okay, so all right. So there is that one. I'm going to put a little pink on this. Hi, Carla. How are you this morning? Welcome, welcome. We're so glad you could join us in our little mad dash against the clock. All right. I don't know if I want to. Let's try some of these. I like these a lot. These are fun. Okay. Just lightly put that on there. All right. All right. So I'm going to pause the timer. I'm down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And I'm going to dry this real quick so I can flip it over and do the other side. Give me just a second. Shazzy. Oh, Shazzy. Send some energy your way. I know things are rough. Okay. I'm going to, bear with me. I'm going to mute again. Talk amongst yourselves. Keep it at least R-rated, I guess. It's the middle of the day. All right. Be right back. dry enough. That's dry enough to move on. Morning coffee will help. Oh, there's a pin down there.
Morning coffee good for some people.
I wish I could, but you know, it's not good for me.
It's not good for you.
Oh, look, I got some cross contamination. Woohoo! I like the cross contamination.
Love cross contamination.
All right, so we're gonna get some more stenciling done. Oh, I think I just put that in the blob of paint. Smooth move, Amy. Smooth move. Mm-hmm. Nothing to see here. Move along. Okay, so since we have pink wet on the thing, we'll just move on with some pink going on here. And then we'll switch back over to the black. Because why the heck not, right? Okay, so sponge, some black paint. Look at all those cups of coffee Carla put on there. That'll wake a body up. Okay, we'll do some little checkerboard over here. Maybe just a tiny bit right there. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's bring back something from the other one. This one already had diamonds on it, so let's go circles. We'll do some circlies. I like circlies. And Nikki's like, make mine a T. Of course.
That's Amy's speed.
What?
That's Amy's speed.
Strong, no sugar. Ooh, tea. Nikki likes her tea strong and no sugar. She's probably the equivalent of an American coffee drinker with her tea. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll try and get a little bit more in here with something. Oh, it actually came out pretty good. All right. That's it for that one. Now, yep, can't do a weak tea. Okay. All right, let me drop these into the sink to get washed off when I am done. I will be right back. Okay. Hi, Marge. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping in and joining us for a bit. I'm going to put you on mute again real quick while I dry this off. Please bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back. All right, I am back, and the timer went off while I was drying, so I actually got done a wee bit early with this.
Okay.
I need space, man.
Are you running out of space?
Yeah, but now I gotta glue shit down. Next is the gluing portion of the afternoon. So we'll flip this over because that pink is still a little wet. You can work on 2 of these at a time. Here is my Mod Podge. Okay. Hi, Jersey. Laura, how are you today? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I am not a tea snob. That's just the one I like. I'm sure that whatever I drink is not even close to what actual British tea is like, because those are American brands. So, you know, for our wimpy American palates, I'm sure. But I do like the Stash brand Earl Grey. And I like a breakfast tea sometimes, too. I mostly drink that peppermint and green tea mix, which is good either hot or cold. It's one of my favorites. So, let's see what we come up with here. I'm going to flip that over so it doesn't fall off in the middle of the, oh boy. I really need more room. Okay, so, I don't know what I'm going to do.
You're going to glue some words down.
I am, but I have to find a place where the words are not going to fall off. And I can still reach them.
Yeah, you dump that box by yourself and I'm taking pictures.
Actually, just trying to pick them up off the desk last night. It was quite a feat. Jersey likes Stash too. I'm not alone. Yeah, like I said, that's the Americanized version. I'm sure I've never had actual British tea, so I'm sure I'm a tea wimp. But I like what I drink, and it's better for me than coffee, so I just stick with that. The one that I drink, the peppermint and green tea, has no caffeine in it because I have been trying to avoid caffeine. All right, so let me get this timer all set up. We're almost there. Twinnings is nice. I don't know if I've had their Earl Grey. Thanks, Jersey. I'm just trying to beat the timer on this thing. And there is a second side because I am working on covers for this. This is the cover session of the Junk Journaling by 5's. I don't know if anybody else actually, because most people use a composition book, so they wouldn't necessarily have to take this step. They could just put it right on the composition book. Well, the British lady approves of Twinnings, so it's official. All right, I'll have to try their version of breakfast or Earl Grey and see how that compares to Stash, and if I can take it. If it's, you know, only their peppermint tea, so only Twinnings peppermint tea. I'm so confused at the moment. All right, so I have a big pile of words because, you know, I went and got some magazines the other day. Got a lot of images. I've got a huge pile of words. And I have 5 minutes to glue this stuff down onto these covers. So, and I actually think this one is going to be the front cover right here. I like the color on this. And once again, not live on my own live. That YouTube. You like their Earl Grey? So I'll go give it a shot. Next time I'm at the store, I'll take a look and see if I can find the Twinnings Earl Grey. And I will try a cuppa. Okay, so yeah, I think this one's going to be, I really like the way this one is turning out. If I don't totally smooch it up, That may be the front cover right there. All right. I am starting the timer for the gluing portion. 5 minutes, 4 sides. Wish me luck. Okay. So we'll start with images. Probably I want any of those. I want some of the new fun ones. I probably should have picked. Maybe that one for a little bit. I think I might be fun. I like that one. And there was a creepy baby face in here that I thought I might put on one of these in honor of Brooke and the creepy baby book. I think it's near the back, so I am going to attempt to go for it. Here's the creepy baby. Look, creepy baby. I didn't ink any edges today, and we're not inking any edges. We're just going to put this all right on here and see what happens. I think I'm going to do the creepy baby right on this page right there because she's rather creepy. Creepy baby. Okay. So I like that, but it's a little big. We'll go with backpacker guy right there. Got to trim him down a little bit. Okay, backpacker guy going on. That's quite a leap, backpacker and creepy baby. Maybe the backpacker finds the creepy baby. Maybe there's some kind of weird tale in all of this. Well, that's just how my brain works. I'm sorry. Maybe there's some sort of creepy baby Blair Witch story going on here. All right, let's throw a couple of words on there. Nope, that won't fit. Okay. Okay. She's gonna bite the backpacker in the neck. Maybe. We can't see what her mouth is doing. We do not know what her intentions are. This could be bad for the backpacker. He should have known better than to go out into the woods. It only looks like a nice, bright, sunshiny day. There is a creepy baby in his future. All right. I'm going to pause the timer while I dry this. I'm going to turn you off for a minute, and then I'll be right back because I got to flip it over and do the other side. All right. I was reading the comments that I maybe hadn't read before. I didn't see Nikki's "the baby is hiding in the backpack." Nice plot twist, Nikki. Nice plot twist. Let's see what we can do with the rest of these images here. So we've got the creepy face. I'm probably not going to go with the people backpacking now. And we'll put this fire over here. This story's not going to end well. That's all I can say. Does not look good for the backpacker or the woods. All right, so we're gonna put the creepy mask right there. But I do like the plot twist of the baby in the backpack. I think that's pretty clever there, Nikki. You wouldn't have seen that coming, right? He just thinks he's off. There's water bottle and maybe some snacks in there. No, creepy baby. He's in deep poop. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. All right. All right, yep, the whole thing's ending in fire. Oops. Well, I did that backwards. All right, hold on. Put the top coat on first like a lunatic. Don't judge me too much. I haven't had much sleep. Because I'm a crazy lady. All right, here we go. Now we need words. Put a little extra glue right here. I think we need a little bit of, here we go. This should be fun. All right. I don't think he has a chance to live longer, but we'll try and include a little bit of hope in there. Okay, so lid on the gesso. Throw the brush in the sink. All right, and that is really the whole thing today. Whew. That one's already drying. Okay, so we've got creepy baby, scary mask face, fire, and the poor backpacker guy that doesn't know what he's in for. What's up with Tetley? Is that a tea? It's breakfast black tea. Okay, is it good? Does Nikki approve? Okay, so that is what we've got. I am skipping step 5 for now because this is all still very wet and I do not want to put paint pens on top of it. So I will do the doodling off screen. I will show the whole thing briefly at the beginning of Saturday's stream. That's the Saturday upcoming. I will be on live for round 3 of Journaling by 5's. Bima is prepped and hopefully she will be ready to go mentally and physically with the Journaling by 5 challenge. Thank you, Nikki or
I
Carla.
have paper.
She's got her bases done up for it. She's got some images picked out. You add milk to yours, but you can also have it black. I like my breakfast tea with a little bit of milk in it.
No, you like your breakfast tea with a little bit of squeezed almonds in it.
Okay, I'm an almond milk drinker. I admit it. I'm not a big fan of dairy unless it's cheese, in which case I'm all in. So I will be live on Saturday for round three of the Journaling by 5's, steps 1 through 3. We will be a go for that. Hopefully Bima will be joining us. You have Bima. I have this. She's going through it. She's got to pick out her paints and some stencils for Saturday. So you need your paint or your ink, your stencils or stamps, and you need your background collage stuff. The images will be on Wednesday the following week at 11 a.m. I hope that you guys will be able to join us. For anyone who missed it earlier, you may want to roll it back. I did talk about the state of my papers and some possible issues with smoke smell. So if you are concerned about that, or you've gotten a package from me and that's been an issue, you may want to roll it back a little bit, and I will also make a separate video to address this. I just don't think I'm ready to do a live for that. But yeah, if you are thinking about buying papers from me, have bought papers from me, and you think it might be a concern to you, or you're just interested in what happened, it was around the middle of step 1 and in the intermission between steps 1 and 2 where we discussed that. So it'll be near the beginning of the video. I hope that you all have a wonderful day today, whatever you are doing with your time. I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. And until I see you guys again next time, happy crafting. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye. Ugh, the button doesn't want to be pushed. I pushed the button.